What's up, y'all? So welcome to another video, and this when God told me to come on here and tell y'all the signs. How do you know when God is working for you, even in the mix, through pain, through hurt, when you don't see a sign of God, but he really right in your face, but you can't see it? Okay, y'all, let me tell y'all how it all started. Okay, because y'all know we already know about the depressed stage. So like during the depression stage, right, before I went to jail, I had felt like around my ankles, I felt like shackles around my ankles, like the jail shackles. If anybody done been to jail before, y'all know what I'm talking about. When you go on the court, them shackles they put around your ankle, I started feeling them. I started feeling them probably like 5 days before I went to jail, y'all. So that was a sign from God, like something was finna happen. Then I started having visions of like a jail cell. I started seeing myself there, even though I kept rebuking it. I kept saying, no, not me, kept praying and stuff like that. I kept rebuking it, right? But then one day I woke up, I got mad, I was just depressed. I said, you know what, fuck this. I'd rather be in jail than be here. So that, I feel like that was a sign to God, like, she ready. You feel me? Like, she ready. You got to get through one more thing. So I feel like whatever going on, listen to what God is showing you. How do your body feel? Do you feel anything unusual going on with your body? Listen to it. Listen to it, because you might feel weird, but it's your body telling you something is to come. You feel me? So I started rebuking it. Then when I said it that day, I ended up going to jail. I ended up trying to go get my car washed, y'all. And the man, like the way it was set up to where he was sitting. First of all, my GPS glitched that day. And normally my GPS don't glitch, but it glitched that day. But I just kept driving straight. I just kept going, because I was like, if I keep going, then I'll find it, So it ended up glitching that day, and I kept going. And when I kept going, I was too busy looking behind me. That's another thing. We be so busy worrying about what's behind us and not worried about what's in front of us. Because I'm so busy worrying about the police getting behind me, not realizing I'm driving dead into his ass. You feel me? So by the time I noticed I'm driving dead into his ass, I was already turning, So it was like I could have swooped behind him real quick, but it was like 9 times 10 he was probably gonna see me anyways, and God was just like, let it happen, So it happened. So I ended up going to jail. You feel me? So that's why you got to just start like listening. But I knew once I went to jail, that last time I wasn't going back no more. I knew everything was cleaning up. Like, I wasn't gonna be on no misdemeanor probation. I still had that felony. I just got out felony probation today, but I wasn't gonna be on no probation. So I was cool with that. I'm like, all right, shit, let's go ahead and thug it out, right? So then the whole time I'm in jail, the lady was trying to give me like 30 days, 60 days, y'all, for 40 hours. Like, she was trying to be so mean to me, and I didn't even understand why. But God had kept sending me dreams. Like, I was dreaming, and the word unexpected came in my dream. So when I woke up the next day, I knew to expect something unexpected. So, and then there was another dream where when I first got in jail, I had a dream of me getting married. And I didn't see like who the man was, but I seen the pastor and everything, and he was like a Jewish man, So I felt like when I started reading my Bible and God say that he sent messages through dreams, that was God marrying us together. You get what I'm saying? That's God telling me that we are one. We are in union right now. I'm with you with whatever, through thick and thin, So I feel like that was God telling me you are now one of me. We're family, you feel me? And I feel like that was also telling me that I was gonna get married one day. And then that's when it all came down, where I started just having like little dreams, little synchronicities where God was just telling me stuff. Then I started like trusting my intuition. When I started trusting first it started with me driving with my intuition. I started like knowing like, okay, I can't take the fast way, because I might run into the police the fast way. So I got to take the shortcut. I had to start taking the long routes. You know, so that's where it started. Then when I went to jail, like God started talking to me to tell, hey, tell this girl this. I had to tell one of the girls, she haven't heard from her sister in so long, and her sister was sick. I had to let her know that her sister was getting worse and she needed to be with her sister. You know, it was so much stuff that God was just showing me. And like I told y'all last time, God put me back in there to show these people that it's life outside of jail. You know, so that's when it all started. Like, oh, these was like signs, like, wow, I'm way more powerful than what I think I am. Then I started being able to break the Bible down. I started really being able to understand the Bible. Like, if it was something that I didn't understand, my brain, like, say for instance, if I read something and I really don't understand it, my brain will automatically break each part down itself, you know? So it's just like God just started giving me the downloads. He started sending me the hidden messages to the Bible. That's how I started knowing, like, dang, something ain't right. So it started feeling weird, but it started feeling like something ain't right. You know, like I'm different from the rest. I feel like God got a little more favor on me, a little more anointing on me. Like, wow, I feel different. You feel me? So that's when it was like, okay, And then I came home, and that's when I started having, like, well, before I came home, like when I started having a dream, she was trying to give me all this time, right? That's when it came back that I only was supposed to do 10 days. And I already knew I was only supposed to, like, do a little bit of time. I knew it was not going to be no long time that she was trying to give me. No matter how much my heart panicked, I just knew. I just knew it, you know? So it was like, oh, I was just learning to trust yourself, right? Then when I came home, like, recently, I've been having just, like, visions. First, I was having visions of, like, 3 doors open up for me. I was like, new opportunities is finna open up. I started getting new opportunities to open up. Then I started, like, going through a rejection stage where the opportunities that I really wanted, I was not getting it. You know, just started learning stuff. But then God sent me a sign, a vision of something that was to come through, and it ended up coming through. Like the like, if I can explain it without saying too much, like, the vision that I had is something that I've been seeing since I was little. It's like every time I rode past this place, I always glazed at it. Like, I always stopped and stared at this place every time. Like I knew over time, even when I was younger, this place was gonna be very significant for me, you know. And now it's like a couple of years later, and now I'm seeing why. So you gotta trust your heart. You gotta know that God always had His hands on you, right? So then that's when I started having vision of, like, a butterfly, the cocoon, and the you know, when I was telling y'all about the butterfly changing and stuff like that, I started changing. That's what God started saying, you're changing in the inside, you finna blossom. That's when I started doing the videos. You know, you gotta trust and listen to your intuition. Then the last couple of days, like the last 5 days, y'all, I've been feeling them same ankles, them same shackles on my ankles, but this time I've been feeling them break. I've literally been feeling them break on my ankle. If y'all can understand what I'm saying, like, they've been on there, but they've been breaking. They've been, like, breaking, like. And then I seen, like, it started, like, me laying down one day. I was laying down, my face in the pillow, and, like, the clouds in heaven opened up like a sun. Like, I'm in my room on my bed, and the clouds opened up, like the whole, it was cloudy, then everything opened up, and you seen, like, the blue skies, and you seen like a shiny light, like the sun come, and it shined itself on me. And this is why I'm in my bed, y'all. So I roll over and I just look at the light. Like, I'm looking at it, and it just felt so warm. And I kept seeing that light. I kept seeing that light all the way up until yesterday. I kept seeing it, like, and I felt like that was God telling me the clouds is opening up for you. Heaven is opening up for you. I'm shining my light on you. I feel like that's God telling me too. I see your work. I'm paying recognition to you right now. You're stepping into alignment with your purpose, y'all. And let me tell y'all another thing. God also told me through other people, you know. So last year when I went to jail and I did them 80 days, the pastor in there, she grabbed my hand and she told me, like, you're destined to change things around for your family. And she also told me that she seen me speaking over women one day. She seen me ministering and stuff like that. She was like, I was destined for great. And back then, I would never imagine that I was going to be like this. And I can see that vision that she told me. I can see it now. But last year, I could not see me doing that, you know? So that's why everything kind of changed. Then God moved again. And he moved when I got out of jail. And I went to see my felony probation officer. But this time, it was the lieutenant, y'all. It was the assistant lieutenant. Imagine God moving the lieutenant. That's why God, let me tell you something. That man is a miracle worker. He moved through the lieutenant, okay? And the lieutenant just had to make one call for me, and it was that. You know, so when I went and sat down, I talked to the lieutenant, right? Me and her, we had a conversation. And when we was talking or whatever, I was like, you know, God just been working on me, and her spirit moved. Like, she started talking in tongues. And that's when she told me, like, you know, God got something great for you. She was like, you know, you're going to be okay. Everything in your life is already planned out for you. Your life is planned in advance. So that's when she told me, like, nothing that's happened to you was not without God approval. It was planned that way, you know. So that's when I was like, dang, so I got to start just trusting my life. I got to start trusting my intuition, because God moved through somebody who didn't even know me, through the toughest bear. That's a lion. You feel me? That lady is a lieutenant probation officer. She was there to violate me. That was the only reason we had that conversation, because she was supposed to violate me. And which she did violate me. She violated me. She gave me some extra hours of community service, and I had to do a drug class or whatever, right? Then she made one call to another person and take the whole probation back. You know, because she had to do her job right then, but she had to do God's work too. So you never know how God moved through the other people. God moved through the toughest of the toughest. God know, like, she knew it was something on me because God told her. So it's a lot of signs that I'm seeing, and even like as everything unfolding, everything coming together, and I'm just sitting back and watching this stuff happen, I know it's even more to come. I know it's even more to come. And that's why, like, my heart is just like, document all this stuff. It don't matter how many views you get. It don't matter how many people see it. It don't matter what people say right now. You got to document this stuff, because when you go back and look on this stuff next year, it's going to amaze you, because the stuff I did in 2 years is going to be double, triple, quadruple the stuff I'm finna do in 1 year. You feel me? So if y'all been in the same boat with me, you know that God working on y'all too. You get what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing but showing the progress. We showing the grind. It's like work hard and pray harder. You know, this is grind time right now, y'all. I done played so long, shawty. I played around 2 years, 2-3 years, shawty. I done played around so much. I done blew money. I done ran through it. I done did it all. You know, like, I done had it all. It ain't nothing I ain't done had that I ain't want it. It ain't nothing that I ain't never asked God for that He ain't gave to me. So now God just asking me for a little bit of my time. And if I gotta give Him a little bit of my time, then that's what I gotta do. You feel me? Because that man been blessing me after blessings after blessings after blessings after blessings. So if you in a rest period, it's just a rest period. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice this stuff. You gotta be able to sacrifice it to get it back. You get what I'm saying? That's what we gotta do. You gotta be able to put it all on the line. And it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? I'll put it all on the line today. That's why I get these foreign cars the way I get them, because I don't care about them. That's why I get the stuff that I get, because I really don't care about. It be certain things that I care about. Like, everybody got a one thing that I really, really care about this. And that one thing that I really, really care about, God protected all the time. And it's this Jag truck. No other car have I ever loved how I love this car. That's the truth. So it's like every time, it's like, you know, this is like proof that God's protecting me. God always with me, no matter what, through thick and thin. You know, I know God got my back. God is proof that God is all over me, y'all. I had 2 first offenders, shouted. If I tell y'all the story about that. You feel me? Like, God always protect me. You only supposed to get 1 first offender. That's it, bro. God blessed me with 2, and one of them over with now. Both of them are done. You feel me? Like, one was over in March, one done now. I ain't on nothing. Nigga free. Scotch free. So that's why you just gotta thank God, man. Like, y'all just keep looking at this paper right here, man. I just keep looking at this paper right here, man. It's just amazing. Like, I'll frame this. This like a diploma for me, man. But alright, y'all, I'm finna go.